Hello everyone. Today we want to talk about this part of the code. The code provided demonstrates how to handle multiple exceptions in Java using the try-catch block. So now let's break down the code. At first, the class exception handling is declared as public. This means it can be accessed by other classes. And here, the method handling multiple exceptions is declared without any arguments, so it will return type. Inside the method, a try block is used to enclose the code that might throw exceptions. Right here. Two exceptions are potentially thrown in the try block. The first one is a null pointer exception, which occurs when trying to access a method or property of a null object, right here. And the second one occurs when dividing a number by 0, right here. The catch block order is important because Java executed the first catch block that matches the thrown exception. Here and here, each catch block takes an exception parameter. This parameter allows you to access information about the exception, such as their error messages. It is important to note that catching a general exception should be done at the last restore, since it can make debugging more difficult. It's right here. The purpose of this code is to ensure that the program does not crash when exceptions occur.
Hello, I'm Faraz Chahybakhsh here, and I'm going to explain the second part of this code, which is our group effort here. So here we go. In the 30th line, we declared a public method with the name of a rethrow exception and with the input of x, which has a data type of integer here, which eventually throws an IO exception. In next 3 lines, we can see we declared an if statement with its blocks. And also in if statement, we declared that if x is less than 0, throw a new I exception, which requires a string here. As you can see, the IDE Eclipse here shows it that it requires a string message here. Also, in the next lines, we can see the try catch blocks, which is used to handle any exceptions that may occur within try block. If an exception is thrown, the catch block prints the stack trace of the exception using the print stack trace method here. And as we can see, the print stack trace method is a part of throwable class, which is the superclass of the many exception classes, like the runtime exception even too, which requires a string message here and throwable cause, which, as I said, throwable class is the superclass of many other exception classes. As we can see here, e variable contained the data type of exception class here. And yeah, we can see after this line, which we get hold of e here, and we brought print stack trace, we throw new runtime exception here with the message error occurred and the throwable cause. And this means that the original exception is wrapped inside the new runtime exception here. Thank you.
Sir, I hope you are well. In this video, I want to explain about part 3 for home task 1. This code demonstrates source management, actually how to manage resources efficiently using try with resources. It opens and reads a file named data.txt using file reader and buffer reader and print its content line by line to the console. In case of any issues during the file writing process, such as connectivity problem for network file, or permission related problem for local file, it handles potential IO exception by catching and displaying a specific error. That's it. Thank you for your time.
Hi dear professor, hope you're doing well. In this video I want to explain the part 4 of home task 1, which I was responsible to do. In the previous parts of this code, we tried to catch some exceptions and print their stack trace. In this part, part 4 of the code, I want to explain how to change to chain exceptions. Let's see the code. I first try to catch some exceptions here, and then I try to print stack trace to the console, and after that I try to throw new runtime exception, and in order to pass the original exception as a cause. This allows us to access the original exceptions information. We do exception handling for several causes. It has so many benefits, like chaining exceptions can let us preserve original exception information. We can add context to our exceptions, and also we can improve error handling of our project. Thank you for your time. That's it. Bye.